Podcast.
Hello everyone, my name is Lightning, and today I'm going to tell the story of how I got my gamer's chair. So, let me take you back to 2007 to 2008 school year, because that was when I was in 10th grade. And when I was in 10th grade, I took Integrated Algebra 1B, and you might be wondering why I took the second half of Algebra 1 in 10th grade and not in 9th grade when I took Algebra A. Let's just say that my school didn't think that through, and by the time that the freshmen started to do that, they kind of fixed it to where you got Integrated Algebra A and B in the same year, but us sophomores who took Integrated Algebra A in 9th grade, we were basically didn't have a chance. So yeah, basically I had to just tell my school counselor that I wanted Integrated Algebra A to count as a credit and Integrated Algebra B to count as a credit, so I didn't have to take trigonometry over summer school, which I already took American government over summer school because I did not like that teacher. Did not like him at all. Had a bad experience with him in 8th grade. I'm not going to go over with it because it wasn't very good. No, it wasn't fun. Anyway, back to this story. So there we are. My math teacher, I'm just going to call her Miss M to basically keep her, not to say who she is. I remember her name. Don't worry, I do remember her name. But I'm not going to tell it over the internet, like what her name was. Ironically enough, Aqua was also in this as well. And we had points. But the points were within printed off, the only way I can explain it, little cards. They were little cards. We had two colors. We had white and purple. The white cards were like 1 point, I think. And the purple ones were 50 points. So the purple ones were the good ones to get. And I can't remember exactly how you got the cards, but it's basically you got good grades, or you did good on a test or something, you got a card, and you get like an X amount of points. I'm going to call them cards and points. So during all of that, during the entire school year, from around August 19th to like May, like close to the end of May before Labor Day, so we'll just say May 19th. I don't remember when. That was 2008, people. That was 10 years ago. Do you expect me to remember what happened, completely what happened 10 years ago? You're not going to get like precise details. I just know that my school year always started somewhere around August 19th. I know that much for sure. So, let's go back to 2007, when Miss M took the classes, and she was going to show us like what her little game was. So, the game was whoever got, it was points, and it was kind of like an auction at the end, so you used your points to win items. And one of the items was a gamer's chair. So, we walked out to her Jeep, she was showing us some of the items, and the moment I saw that gamer's chair, in my brain I was like, that is going to be mine. I am going to get that gamer's chair. And normally, ever since like 9th grade, when I met like some of my best friends, which ironically enough is not Aqua, but these are some of my other friends. These were like my best friends that made my last 4 years of high school like the best. Because my high school went from 8th grade to 12th grade, so meaning these particular sets of friends over the 4 years I was in, during my last 4 years of high school, just made it the best. And every morning we would always hang out in the library. That was like our hangout spot. The best way to describe us, we were like the outcast anime fans, and we basically, it was the best. We talked about manga, we talked about anime, that's how I got into Gunwing, all the good stuff. So, back again to this story. I keep going off in other stories. I spent a few mornings like helping other people in math who needed some help. So I would go to Miss M's classroom and I would go in there and I would help them out because I was pretty good in math. Math was one of my favorite subjects and I pretty much easily understood it. And the way she described some of her math problems, like when you had like 4x minus 3 equals 7, I just threw up numbers. Don't, it doesn't matter. It was like one of those things. The way she taught us how to do it, it was kind of like we were supposed to be saving Luke Skywalker. She used Star Wars reference, but then I took it and I made it into a Naruto reference. I took what she told us and it was Team 7 saving Kakashi Sensei. I would actually have to do a problem to tell you guys how my brain came up to kind of explain the Star Wars kind of a thing for her explaining it and then me turning it into Naruto. That's probably a story for another day, so we're just going to throw that to the side. That's a story for another day. So, back on track. I started collecting and just stockpiling up the little cards. And by the end of the year, by the time the auction came around, I had, I think it was 5,532. I don't remember exactly, but I think that's what it was. So, we were all there, we were in the cafeteria, and everyone that was from all of her 7 or 6 classes, because I know that the teachers always had like one class where they would get to have like a break or something. So the 6 classes that Miss M taught, we were all in there in the lunchroom and she had all the items up on the stage because we had like, I think we had a drama club or something similar to a drama club. We had a club that was similar to the drama club. I think it was called the drama club, but I don't remember. It's been a while since I've been in school. It's been like 8 years since I was last in school. Going on 9 years. So yeah, it's been a while since I've been in school. So I don't remember if it was called the drama club or not. I don't feel like looking it up right now. But if I do end up looking it up, then it's somewhere on the screen what it was really called. So it was up on the stage, basically the drama club we used, and it was also where the teachers got to eat. We ate in the main cafeteria and the teachers got to eat up. There was a table on the stage where all the teachers ate. So that was interesting. So all the items were up on there. We actually had like a legit auctioneer guy that was overseeing everything. So the auction started and we all started to give like our points. We would tell our points and then we would climb up, working like an actual auction. But again, we're using points. Just little business, the shape of business cards, little point system. And we got to the gamer's chair. I think only one other person got to bid on that before I got up. I was like, I need to speak, because when I was in high school, I was very much more shy than what I am now. So I had to build up my courage to speak so I could get the gamer's chair. I bid all of my Mavericks on them. I bid them all. The auctioneer guy looked at me and was like, I'm just gonna make that 5,500. I was like, it works for me. So, needless to say, no one could beat 5,500, and I ended up winning the gamer's chair. Now, I was never the type of person to take my phone to school, but I had like a phone, and it wasn't even it was like an old phone. It was like, it wasn't even a flip phone. I didn't even have a flip phone. I just had one that was, this is a phone. The buttons are here, and this is all you get. It was, I don't even remember. But I took my phone to school. It was my first ever cell phone I ever had. And let's just say texting on that phone was not fun at all. So yeah, I took my phone to school that day. And like I said, I wasn't ever really one who would ever take my phone to school, because I never wanted my phone to like ring and then I get in trouble and then my phone get taken away. So I usually left my phone at home. But except for this day, because I told my grandpa, because again, this is 2008, so my grandfather was still alive. I told my grandpa and my mom that morning before I left home from school, like, yeah, I'll call you guys after school so you guys can come pick me up. So this was during, I think it was actually during third hour? It was during the morning classes. And my 7th hour class was, I think, word processing. It was a computer class. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it was either word process. I think it was word processing. I don't know. We had 2 separate computer teachers that taught different classes, and I was at the one that was at the far end of the hall. So I found a cart thing that you could pull because the box was pretty heavy. I put the box on there, rolled it down to, I'm gonna call her Miss L. Rolled it down to Miss L's room, knocked on the door, and I was like, hey, Miss L, can I keep my prize in here? She looked at that and it was like, sure, just put your name on it. So I got a piece of paper, a Sharpie, wrote my name, taped that on there, put it like on a desk. That was like a separate desk that she had in there. Just kind of set it there. And I think that anyone that walked in there that day was like, what the fudge? And then my 7th hour class came along, and I'm sitting there doing my work but glancing up at my gamer's chair like during all the class. So I'm just sitting there like this. That was legit what I was doing, just like do 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 do. That's my typing noise, do do do. So I was keeping an eye on my gamer's chair as I was also doing my work at the same time. So it's 3:05. The day finally ended. I grabbed my gamer's chair. I picked it up. I'm carrying it with both hands, and I carry it outside. And I go across to like the little waiting area, and there was like a giant rock there. It was a very big rock. I set my gamer's chair on that rock, and I grabbed my phone, turned it on, and then I called home, and I was like, yeah, I need you guys to come pick me up. I won. I won the gamer's chair. I don't even think I even said that I won. I just said, hey, I need you guys to come pick me up, because I always rode the bus to school. Throughout my entire 13 years of school, I always rode the bus. I never drove to school, mainly because I never really felt like it, and my bus driver looked out the window, because, like, okay, right here was where I was standing, and then I'm going to be where I was standing, okay? There was 8 buses over here and 8 buses over here. Now if we look at this, I might have a little drawing somewhere on this to kind of visualize this more. But there was 4 buses. Like, there was a bus here, and then a bus here and a bus here. If you're going and you're facing the school, alright, my bus was, I'm trying to figure out how to do this without a visual effect, but I can't figure out how to do it, so give me a moment. Okay. Okay, so I've set up Hot Wheels, and you may be wondering why some of them aren't all facing the same way, and that is because if I turn them any other way, besides the ways they are setting, they will roll. Alright, so I'm going to pretend that here in the back, oh no. Okay, we're going to pretend the black thing right there, which is just a CD case, that's going to be the school. So that's the front entrance to the school, and the cars are in the position where the buses were. I thought it was 8. It was actually just 4 on each side. It was 8 total. These were the 8. Now there was more buses in my area, but they were kind of off over that way at the other end of the school. This isn't to scale either. This is definitely not to scale. So basically where you see this shadow area over here, it was like kind of further back that way, but there was more buses over there. But these were the 4 buses that couldn't fit with the rest of them. So this is where they were. Now I honestly don't remember what each bus was. Like, to make it easier for the little kids, our buses, instead of it being just numbers, they had a picture of an animal on it. My bus was the deer bus. If you're wondering which one is representing the deer, my bus, it was this one here. So yeah, I just wanted to try to show this. I was wrong that it was 8 buses on each side. It was actually just 4 buses on each side. I can't remember exactly what I said, but it was 4 buses on each side. And right through here was the path walkway. So they were actually just kind of spread out a little bit more. Let me see if I can't get them to do that without them rolling everywhere. Because the Lamborghini likes to roll. So yeah, I'm just going to scrunch those up a little bit more to kind of represent the walkway here. So yeah, this was my bus right here. Just to kind of clarify this and make it a little bit easier. So I'm standing like here, but it was a little further back out of the camera view where I was standing. So I was standing past the camera. It's like you can see my hand here. So I'm standing past the camera and my bus was here. So yeah, I just wanted to throw in this little section to kind of show a visualization because I can't explain and this was easier, so I'll send it back to me now. Alright, so there was your visual thing. Now you know which bus was mine. With Hot Wheels. Yes, I used Hot Wheels, okay? Leave me alone. It was all I had. I didn't have buses or nothing, so Hot Wheels. That's how I did it. Okay, so now that you got that, it's gonna be so going from this way. Okay, so we have my bus here, and because my bus was like, this was a bus, there was a bus here, and a bus here. So if my bus was here, my bus driver looked out at me and was like, "So no wonder you're not riding the bus today." I was like, "Yeah, I don't think I can get this on the bus. I don't think I can." He's like, "No, I don't think you could." I was like, "Yeah, so I'm just gonna be here." So yeah, basically the buses all took off. I'm still just standing there. And I think it was like 10-15 minutes later I finally got picked up and got my gamer chair home, and so yeah. And I'm gonna let you guys hear some of a song through the gamer's chair by just kind of sitting here, and I'm just gonna listen to it. It's my outro song, so there's gonna be no copyright issues. So let's see how good the gamer's chair works, and I'm gonna let you guys hear how it works and how the sound system works and everything like that. So let's do that now. I would show the gamer's chair, but it's a little messy right now, so we're just gonna have a focus on me. Alright, so here we go. Alright, I have the song playing. The thing is, it has like a bass in it, and it's kind of starting up right now with like the chorus part, so let's give it a moment. I want you guys to hear the bass. Let me turn up the bass real quick. So that's... Alright, so hopefully you guys were able to hear the bass in it and all of that, and if not, then I can easily just re-record the hearing of it. and everything. I didn't really want to talk too much because I wanted you guys to hear it, so that's basically what the gamer's chair sounds like. Surprisingly, it still works after all these years, except it's kind of pointless considering the fact that I either need 3.5mm jack or these. It's not HDMI compatible, so yeah, it's old school, but it still works since I still have some stuff. I can still use it with my GameCube or my PS2 or even my Super Nintendo. So this video has gone on long enough, so I'm going to end it here, and that was the story of how I won my gamer's chair back in 10th grade. I'm just going to say 2008. If you liked the video, be sure to leave a like. Leave a comment down in the comment section below if you have any suggestions for future videos. You never know, you make it lucky and your suggestion make it turn into an actual video like this one. Check out our social medias. All of the links to those are in the description below, along with my Wattpad in case you ever want to read my fanfiction. Subscribe if you're new around here. I've been Lightning, and until next time, I'll see you later.
Steady standing empty-handed while my opponents advance with a stance of raising their cannons up. I understand it's kinda crazy how it sounds. You brought my feelings to the ground, yet I still hung around. Why? Cause I'm the type to fight for light without a lightning strike of hope left. A love life is hopeless. A cold lie reveals the truth when it melts. So in the end I stay true to myself.